They don't know what
No sound.
No sound still.
Oh.
Sound like. What did I do?
Alrighty. Okay, let me turn this down. Take two. Peace, love, and light. Hey, y'all. Hey. Technical difficulties. It's okay. We're back. All right. So today, primaries, vote day. Did you get out and vote? So, like I said a little while ago, you still had a little bit of time to get out there and still vote. So it's 7:36. Polls close at 8. If you have not gotten out there and voted, go out and vote. Can't be, complaining about stuff that's going on in the city if you don't get out there and vote, right? So you got Mike Doan out there in the fourth ward. He out there. He advocating. He out there. He got his bullhorn out there. He's reminding everybody to vote. He's still passing out things. Liddell Lewis is out. Sister Audrey Muhammad is out. Sister Perkins is out. Everybody is out. Steve Barber is out. Get out there. Go out. Go support them. Go rock the vote. Liddell is out. She having her social, her ice cream social. She out there with an ice cream cart. My man out there. He passing out ice cream. I ain't had no strawberry ice cream sandwiches for me. I'm a little hurt, Liddell, just so you know. But y'all get out there. Go out there and support them. Again, you cannot complain about anything that's going on in the city if you're not getting out and you're not advocating, you're not talking about it, you're not voting about it, you're not getting those people out that you want out and getting those people in that you want in. You can't just talk about it, you got to be about it, right? You got to be about that action. So, with that being said, get out and vote. Still got till 8 o'clock. So, this weekend, we had a live one, huh, Mick? We had a live weekend. We got out. We got to have some dialect and some future building sessions with the legend of OG, Freeway, Ricky Ross. Really, really, really nice guy. Very, very nice guy. He talked about a lot of things with us. He broke a lot of things down. So if you're interested in like his story, I know just a little recap. He was telling me, he was talking about, he started writing a book while he was in prison because he didn't think that he was going to ever get out. So he started writing and he wrote his story. So he has a book. You guys can order his book, or we have some up here at $20. It's actually, I just started it. So I'm kind of halfway through it now. So I'm just starting this. I read a lot, so don't judge me. So you can order his book, or you can come up and you can get it from us. It's $20. You can order it on his website. He also has some T-shirts. He's got some merch. So I got a couple T-shirts. You can't have these. They're a little small. That's the extra small, so I know y'all can't get in that. But he's got some merch. He's got some T-shirts. He's got a boxer that he's managing. He got a lot of things going on. So if you want to order some of these things from him, his email is, his website. Hang on. I got it right here. www.freewayRickyRoss.com. Right? So you can go check it out. Check out his book. It's actually a really good read. Starting out. I haven't finished it, but I'm almost done. So if you want that, order that from him. Don't order from Amazon, right? Like, get that man his money. And we have some up here as well if you need them. So then we also ended up going to like this little intimate little session and a meet and greet with another legend with the God MC Rakim. That was crazy dope, right? I don't know, any of you that may not be in my age range, look it up. Rakim is the GOAT. So there were also some vendors there, and it was this one, she was such a beautiful lady. Her name was Kay, and she has some things here that I have on the table. Like, I got this from her. It's this cup, and it has melanated lady on there. This is a black lady with a crown, and it says "Quenching Melanin Always Popping," and it came with this journal as well. So cute, right? Because I journal, right? So got this. I think I'm gonna put it down off the little, make it maybe a manifestation journal. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. However, she has these. She has some T-shirts. I know if Jaleel was watching, he would like this one. I got this T-shirt. Can't wait to wear it. She has so many things. She makes custom lamps, custom blankets, custom anything you want. She probably can do it. She was a beautiful, beautiful lady. Her name again was Kay, and her email or her website. Let me tell you guys what it is. It's K.J.Styles. Look her up on Facebook, right? And order something from her. Look her up. She was really, really dope. She was such a nice lady. She had anything that you wanted. If you want it and you don't see it, I'm sure she can make it. She ships. She's right in. She's actually not in Detroit. I think she's like right in Wayne, but somewhere right in that area. But not too far. But she'll ship. Again, she'll make anything that you need. We're actually going to have her on the show. So she can come up and you can see some of the things that she has. So we really had a dope weekend. It was actually a beautiful weekend. People got together. We got to kick it, and us, we got to do something other than being here and work. So that's always fun, right? So, Mick, what else went on this weekend? What else did we do? Did we do anything else special? We got a lot of things coming up though, huh? Right? So Saturday we have community conversation with Brother Roberts at, is it 10 a.m.? Is it 10? At 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here at the Oak Business Center. That's Saturday again at 10 a.m. The address here is 2712 Saginaw Street, right on the corner of Saginaw and Taylor. Come on and join them. So those community conversations are just things that you want to see happen. You want to implement some things, or some things you want to talk about, get off your chest about the community. Come out, speak those things with Brother Roberts, and try to get some of those actions of those things and those plans implemented. He would love to have you out to talk about those things, Brother Roberts, and I think is Brother Rich Jones joining him in that as well. I think so. However, you guys just come out. Even if you don't come out, give a call, ring. It'll be on live as well. So even if you don't feel comfortable coming out, make sure that you comment and ask your questions or your comments or your concerns or whatever. Just be interactive with them. So hopefully this becomes a big thing. It's not just ward specific. This is for everybody. This is community conversations for the whole city. So in any ward, any part of the city, come out and talk about those things that you want to see done. So also Saturday, we are having the block party, Pulaski block party. That's going to be really dope. So the Urban Peace Corps did some work out there in that community. And so with that work being done, they're going to have a block party just to bring everybody back. Say that they're still here, they're still out here, they're still working with them and everything. And just something to get everybody together, just to get that vibe back, get the community vibe back. So that's going to be on Saturday, Pulaski block party from, what's the time? 3 to 8? 2 to 8? 2 to 6? What's the time?
Is it 2 to 6?
2 to 6?
2 to 6.
2 to 6. From 2 to 6, come on out to the Pulaski block party. There's gonna be some food. There's gonna be some bounce houses. There's gonna be music. There's gonna be a whole lot of things down there. We're just gonna catch a vibe, right? So everybody, come on out and get into that.
Live music.
Yep, we're gonna have a DJ down there. We're gonna have 2 DJs down there, right? So yeah, there'll be 2 DJs. So we'll have 2 DJs out there. We go come party with us. Maybe even Darius to get on the mic and give us a little something. You never know what you might catch out there. But it's definitely going to be a vibe. It's definitely going to be nice. So come on out and support. So what else we got, Mick? Anything else we got coming up?
Well, we got the following week, the 14th.
So the following Saturday on the 14th, correct. We have the Black Lives Matter rededication. So where the mural was painted downtown, they're going to have the rededication ceremony down there the following Saturday on the 14th. Time to be determined because I'm not really sure what that time is. Did we make a time for that meeting? Do you know? I do not remember.
I don't think it was.
I think the time is to be determined for that. However, it's happening. So just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. We'll continue to update on that as it comes along and as that progresses, but it's definitely going to be a thing. So we all need you to come out there and support that. It was a big to do when we had it done, so we want to rededicate that because it's been a whole year now, right? And so we want to rededicate that. Okay, so like it's this and that's just really vexing my spirit right now. And I seem a little crazy because y'all probably can't see it, but he is really, he's really testing my life right now. So, yeah, again, come out. We're gonna have that rededication ceremony. That should be a lot of fun, a lot of fun, right? And again, we're just gonna rededicate that whole mural. It's been a year since we've been out and we've done that. So we're just gonna come back out and just rededicate it. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
No, not that too, but you have another show for the weekend. You bring artists on, rappers.
So yeah, okay, so yeah, so y'all, we're gonna have another little drop, right? We'll see if it's gonna be the Fli-City Unplugged. So we're gonna bring some artists on, we're gonna bring some people on, just a little more laid back, not so, hardcore with the politics and things like that. Just some more like more businesses and more music centered and art or whatever, just a more laid back. It's gonna be a more laid back setting. It's gonna be more laid back topics, just a kind of unplugged. So look out for that. We're gonna start doing that on Saturdays. That time for that to be determined too. But we just gonna kick it, right? Those are the sessions that I like, but we just get a little more intimate and we just kick it. So we'll have it where you can call in, you can dial in, you can you'll again be able to write us and everything like that, but it'll be more intimate setting. So we're gonna change it up. We're gonna have a little bit more intimate vibe going on with that. So look out for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm excited about that. So I'm excited for some of the people to come on. I'm excited for the new setting. I'm just excited for it to be a little more laid back and not so political and just just some laid back things. So that's gonna be nice, to have some local artists around, some talent. Just let us know what's going on with them, like some things that they have going on, maybe some shows they have going on. That's gonna be fun. So if you are wanting to do that, or you want to be a part of that, you want to get on the show, you want to showcase your things, then let us know. Drop your stuff. Drop me a line. Drop us a line.
And then the sister that you supposed to do the podcast.
Yeah, so that's too. So I'm still got to get with her. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that because I have to call her in the morning. We talked about it in the morning, so I'll probably be on another podcast on the Fruit of Islam podcast. That comes on Sunday, so I'll let you guys know when that'll be, where you can tune in to see that as well. I look forward to doing that with Sister Zora. She was such a sweet lady, so that's gonna be real fun. What else would that be?
Gino said, what happened to the new business owner segment, Black-owned businesses?
Nothing happened to her. We still popping. We still doing it. We're not going. We haven't forgotten about any of them. It did get a little busy, and we got kind of got a little tunnel vision with the election going on. But we definitely gonna keep doing that. And like I said, we still have the one that is coming up, the Unplugged on Saturday, where it can be a little more laid back, so we can do a different kind of businesses and not so structured and like in the box. So look out for that, Gino. We got you. Anybody in particular you want us to reach out to, Gino? We miss you, by the way. What else, Mick? What else we got going on?
Oh, you gotta talk about the election. What it's looking like so far? You
So
ain't
yeah, what
talking
it's
about.
looking like out there? Hey, y'all, listen. I'm disappointed in y'all, right? So I'm looking at the lives some of the candidates got on, and then some of these wars, it is ghost time. I'm talking about like tumbleweed going through. What's up with that? Like y'all, you complain about it, but if you ain't gonna do nothing, nothing will happen, right? So you can't just be not showing up and not voting. I don't understand it. So, I just feel like those things, and people advocate so much and they say, they don't want you to do it and they trying so hard for you not to do it, it's gotta be a reason to it. So I can't say that it doesn't matter, but the local is where it's at. The local is where it starts. That local is where it happens at, right? That is where that you really get down to business at. So when you want to see things changing in your community or whatever, that's where you need to put those people in place. So if it's let's say you are in Keisha Terrell's ward, and that's who you want to see because you believe wholeheartedly in her, then you advocate for her, then you go out and vote for her. She's a write-in. Go out and write her in. Go write Keisha Terrell in. Go write Rich Jones in. Go write Steve Barber in. If those are the people that you really want to see in there because you really believe in what they're standing for, then go out there and you do that. If Mike Doan is the one for you in the fourth ward, you go out and do that. If y'all sick of looking at Kate Fields' ass, go out there and get Mike Doan. I'm just saying, if they're not doing those things that you need to be having done in your community, then you need to change it up, switch it up. But you can't do that if you don't go out there and you don't vote. That's what you don't. That's what you don't do is sit and not do it and then complain about it later. So you got to get out there and you got to go do it. I'm just saying. You still got a little time, right? What time is it? 7:53. If that's in your ward, I'm sure you got time because it's like probably like right around the corner, right up the street. It's not till 8 o'clock. You still got 7 minutes, right? You do a lot in 7 minutes. A lot in 7 minutes. You can win a basketball game in 7 minutes. You can win a football game in 7 minutes. I'm just saying. You got 7 minutes. You can still do it. Go vote for Sister Audrey Muhammad. Go vote for Mike Doan. Go vote. Go right in Rich Jones. Go right in Keisha Terrell. Go. Claudia Perkins. Go vote for them.
And then we do want to see the people who make it on. We want them to come on.
We do.
Like
so all of these people that make it. So Thomas Ross.
Yeah, don't forget
Thomas Ross. I ain't forgetting about you, homie. I got you, King. I'm just saying, all of y'all, once you make it to these seats, come back and see us. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we're going to do to keep it going for November, right? So, Mike, when you get in, come see us. Sister Audrey, when you get in, come see us. Thomas, when you get in, come see us. Sister Claudia, come see us. All of these people that get in place. Keisha, if you get in, come see us. We want to see you back. We want to talk about these things that we're going to do to continue to move forward. Liddell Lewis, you too, Queen. All of you all. Can't wait to see you all in it because we need to see something different. We need to see this whole board revamped because right now it's not doing it. It's not working for us. Our city is in shambles and we need to get it back together, really. So with that being said, we got to get out there and we have to vote for these people so we can get the right things in place so that we can see the changes that we want, right? Because we got to be the change that we want to see. And when you are being the change that you want to see, that means getting out and going to the polls. Go vote, go vote, go vote. Not just now, August 3rd, but go out November as well. You just have to keep it going. People die for this. It's your right. It's your right, and you need to use it. What else?
Yeah.
Or who else? Were we forgetting somebody?
Who we forget? We wanted to sit and come.
Wait, what?
I can't get it out. I can't get it out. I would love for us to get Neely on here, the mayor.
You know what, Mayor Neely? I would love for you to come on. You don't have to come on with that other guy. I'll sit with you. What do you think about him? You come sit with me. I'm harmless. Yeah, no, but seriously, we would love to come on and talk to you about some of the things that you got going for. in the city, or some things that we want to implement as well, or some things that we can do to work together to get going in the city. We would love for you to do that. So, open invitation. Call us. You can call me 810-447-3454. Call me. Let's set it up. Yes, Mickey.
So, bro, because we want to see some business, what he will, get him on here to talk about business. It's like
Absolutely,
how we talked to the one mayor, the former mayor Inkster,
right?
How he was implementing things
Definitely.
with people, and then we need to get maybe some more advocates on here about the marijuana.
We definitely
Because all we keep getting is the one side. They saying don't pause this, but
yeah. So it can also be a great thing and bring a lot of revenue in there if it's done the right way and correctly. And it doesn't always have to be in the neighborhoods, right? However, I think that if it's done correctly, that it could, and it could cut down on a whole lot of things. There's a lot of things that we need to talk about, and we need to implement that. Maybe some of the older generation, thinks it's a bad thing. There's maybe not so much of a bad thing anymore, or if it's more structured, or if they can see the structure in it, and you can talk about it, and you can give them the why and give them the how to make them understand how it will work and why it will work, then maybe they will be more for it. So that may be some conversations that we can have with you too, Mayor Neely. Come on, let's talk about it.
Maybe we get Jaleel on here. We want to get some religious people on here. If he ain't scared to come on here.
Jaleel, you can slide up here right now. If you're not busy, come up here and talk to me.
I don't think he's gonna hang with us. I don't think Jaleel gonna hang with us.
He's not gonna hang with us.
Maybe he's scared to come take our litmus test to come on the show.
Ooh, Jaleel, that sounds like a call out to me. I'm just saying. Jaleel, you watching? I'm sure you are. He wants you to come and take the litmus test, Jaleel. You take it, we take it. Let's take it together. Red pill, blue pill. What you got? That'll be fun.
If he don't come up here, I'm gonna go holler at Chicago.
Oof.
I'm gonna go over his head.
No. Well, I mean, because we already went down to Temple number 1.
Yeah, right? I don't understand how he's not over here dealing with us.
Speaking of, I had a great time with the brothers down in Temple number 1.
Brother Troy Muhammad.
Loved that time with you. I had an awesome time, an amazing time. Thanks for the invite. I will hope to do it again and see you soon. Thank you again, Brother Troy Muhammad. You were amazing. That was a lot of fun. So hopefully we'll get to link up when we do a lot more things together. And I can come back down and visit all you brothers and sisters at Temple number 1. Thank you again for the invite for us. We had a ball. It was amazing. Thank you. What else we got, Nick? You thinking? I'm thinking too.
Where Rich at?
You know what? Where is Rich? And I didn't see Rich. Did y'all get your pens out and go vote for Rich? I hope so. 7:59, y'all. I hope y'all went out and voted. Seriously. One more minute. And I hope you exercise your right to vote before the polls close. I'm telling you right now, if the people that you didn't want to see in, get in, or the people that you wanted in don't get in because you didn't get off your duff, that's your own fault. Want to hear all that BS later, talking about that shoulda, coulda, woulda, what you coulda, woulda done, because you had the opportunity to change it, to make a change, or even be a part of it. So, each one teach one. You could tell one, bring a friend, pick a friend, everybody pick somebody up and take them. Hey, it was a nice day outside. You could have walked. If it's in your ward, I'm sure it's close by. Just saying.
Do you feel like Rich got dead wrong? You feel like the right ends got dead wrong?
You know what? If that information that they have given is absolutely accurate, yes, I do think that they were done wrong, because that's not fair to them. If they really did have all of the signatures that they needed and the right signatures that they needed, yes, that was a mess. Keisha Terrell talked about her list of signatures that she had, and that some of them, they said that they weren't valid. Some of those people weren't registered to vote, and they're people that lived there for forever and been registered to vote, and even people that have been in some voted seats as well. That makes absolutely no sense. Or even using telephone numbers as opposed to addresses. Some of that shady shit got to be called out. And if we don't continue to talk about it or raise the red flag or go down there and say something about it, then this is going to continue to happen, right? So we need to find out what's going on, and we need to be behind these people. If you know that you signed that petition for them to come in there and they're saying that you weren't validated or you weren't able to vote or anything like that, then you need to speak up along with them. Closed mouths don't get fed. And so I applaud them for speaking up and talking about it. Like Keisha Durrell coming on and talking about it, and Rich Jones coming on and talking about it. I applaud them for doing that, because that's hard. You're already out here and you're doing all of this work, and you're going out and you're getting all these things from people, and then they're taking it away from you. They're just gonna snatch it from you like that and tell you that you didn't do it, and you put in all this work. That's crazy. But you can still change it, because there's still an opportunity for them to get in those seats if you write them in. So I feel like, Rich, get your pens out, go out there and write those people in. Sometimes it's, hey, even if you don't know who to write in, write Daffy Duck. But I'm just saying, just put somebody in there. Just exercise your right to vote. But you do need to do the research. You know what I'm saying? Flint is not as big as people make it out to be, and it's not as small as people make it out to be, but you can definitely do your research. You can definitely ask around. You can definitely do some of these things that they've been doing, just as fast as getting on Facebook. If you get on Facebook to look at the mess, you can look at some of the good stuff too, right? Some of this politics is mess too. I ain't gonna say like this is all good stuff. Some of that shit is crazy. But you still got to do the research. You look at it and talk to those people, ask those people. They had those write-in forms, right? Yeah, and you could have gone down there and you could have asked a shitload of questions and just figured out what was going on or where their mind was at. Hit them with some of the things that you have issues with in your ward, right? Because they were all down there and they did it. They had more than one. So you had ample opportunity to do that. A lot of those people had the floor open, like even getting on Facebook and having lives or whatever for you to talk to them. I know Miss Keisha has a podcast now. You could talk to her about that. I'm just saying, like, there's ample ways to do that. And even when you see them out in the neighborhood, they were out in the street. I know Liddell Lewis, she was out all the time. So there is nowhere in her ward you probably did not see her or couldn't see her if you just came outside. She did a lot of work. Liddell Lewis, shout out to her, because I'm telling you, she was feet to the street all this time. So really shout out to her. Mike Doan, he was out there in his ward all the time. He's doing the fun day. He did the fun day. He did a whole bunch of things, and he was feet to the street. He was out there door to door talking to people. We were out there with them. I know Rich Jones is out there. Sister Audrey Muhammad. Oh my goodness gracious. That lady feet to the street all the time. Her and Claudia Perkins. Yes. My goodness gracious. Those ladies put in work. You hear me?
And I think they over Claudia Perkins selling dinners today too.
Claudia Perkins selling dinners today? Where she selling dinners at? Let's figure it out so we can advocate. Y'all go and buy a dinner from Sister Claudia Perkins. If I figure it out and we find out, I'm gonna go get one from them. Yeah, but I'm telling you, they were really out there in the community. They were really out there doing a lot of things. Claudia Perkins, listen, she funded us to damn death. You hear me? She did. She had a lot of things for the community this go around. So shout out to her for making things available and doing it in different spots, not the same location every time, to give, people an opportunity to come around, in different places that may not have been able to come to one. They could come to the other. If they weren't able to come to that one, they could come to another one. But she did a great job with that. And Sister Audrey Muhammad.
Saginaw and Carpenter Road behind the Boost Mobile.
Saginaw and Carpenter Road behind the Boost Mobile. That's at Grace. What? That's at a church, right?
What?
That's a church right behind there, correct?
Rich, is that a church? Is that a church?
And how long will she be doing that?
That's a church. How long they gonna be there?
And how long will she be there?
Right now, I'm trying to get this information. How long they gonna be live this other? That's Carpenter Road.
Staying on Carpenter, right behind the Boost Note Mobile. It's a church. It was where she had her last fun day. It's Grace something.
Yeah, the church.
Yeah, but it's a church back there. So they're selling dinners. What type of dinners they selling, Mick, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know what type of dinners they are?
I think fish, spaghetti.
Fish dinner? There you go. Fish, spaghetti, and salad. If that's the same thing, then you go out there and support her.
Peach cobbler, I think pound cake.
Peach cobbler or pound cake? Oh, even better. I'm definitely gonna go out there. But
which one did you
listen, those ladies have really been. And you know what I really loved about those two is that they were so unified during this whole time that they were campaigning. They did so many things together, and it was beautiful to see that them all out. And just like I was just watching a live of Liddell Lewis and Sister Audrey, and they were out in her neighborhood, in her ward, not just in Sister Audrey's ward, but in Liddell's ward. Like they were just being so unified, and it was beautiful to see. And I hope that they are able to get in and they keep that same energy going forward, you know. So then earlier today, in Sister Audrey Muhammad's ward, she had AC Doomsa down there, and then she had who else did she have down there? She had Brother Eric Mays down there. Like they were all unified and they were all getting together. So it was really beautiful to see. Steve Roberts, shout out to you too. I didn't forget about you over in the Ninth Ward. He was doing a lot of work as well. Thomas Ross, I didn't forget about you, baby. Shout out to you too. We just talked to him not too long ago. He came on the show and it was a great time. Really, 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 really nice guy. So you all I hope that you all got out and you voted for these people so we can make a change and we can get some things changed around because we really need it. Because what we have in there right now, it's not working. We can't continue to go forward with what's not working. So we have to do something different, y'all. We got to get out there and we gotta vote. Got to get these people in place that we need to have in place to make a change for the city, right? Because there's a lot of things because we are great here. We are so resilient. We are so great and we're so resilient, but we tired and our hands are tied too, you know? So we just got to figure it out. And we need some fresh ideas, some fresh new ideas, and not that old that's not working. So there's a lot of those people that need to come out and get some new and fresh in. So again, when you see Thomas Ross out there, talk to him, ask him about it. He's pretty much an open book. You can ask him anything and he has an answer for you. You know, he's doing a lot of things with children. He's a coach, which is awesome. And he's just doing a lot of things in the city, you know. Like I said, Liddell, she's out. She had the porch party. She had all of these things going on. She had a few fun days, and she had a lot of things going on. Claudia Perkins, she had a bazillion fun days, and it was amazing. And she put a lot of time and a lot of effort into those things, you know. We need to continue to support them when they do that as well. And I love the unity that those ladies had together. And Eric May, shout out to him because he attended everybody's stuff. He came out and he attended everybody's stuff, and he was working with them and he was talking to them, and he didn't just come and just, you know, stay for a second. He came out and he spent a lot of time out there. So these people had feet to the street. Come on and talk with me. Give me a little banter. Come on.
Like you was over the dog, like yeah.
You did? Okay. Look at there. Look who I got with me.
What's going on?
Brother Dewan. Hey.
Yeah, it's been election day, right?
It has been election day.
So, you know, I actually been kind of running around and, you know, checking out different polls and different precincts and kind of seeing how the numbers is. Absentee ballots were, you know, they were sent in prior to today. Right. So I know the 7th ward did pretty good as it relates to the absentee ballot turnouts and results, and then also. That's great. Yeah. I want to say the 8th ward was next. So, but hopefully, you know, people came out to vote. You know, I was out there in the 6th ward. Yeah. So, you know, of course, I'm out there in the 5th ward and just making sure that, you know, folks just understand that today's primaries. It's unfortunate because I'm not even sure, like, a lot of people knew that today was the voting day. Right. And so, I don't know how the communication gets out here, or getting the word out there to make sure people know where to vote at, and those type of things. So
Right.
Yeah, so I hope everything turned out.
Yeah, I was saying, we going out and even looking at some of the candidates' lives and things like that.
Mhm.
Some of them were just like, it was scarce out there, and I was like, listen, I'm disappointed in y'all. Y'all got to get out there and you got to do it. We can't complain about it. We can't be upset when things don't go like we wanted to, when we don't get off our duff and go out there and make a change, right? Because if we don't get out there and we don't vote about it, because you're tired of seeing somebody in there and you don't come out and you don't vote, then I mean you can't complain about it then, right? So
That's so funny.
Yeah, so I mean, I think yeah, I hope that folks do realize that it's gonna take us to do more than just complain, because we don't just complain. I think we got a real reason why we complain
We do.
about stuff, but when it comes down to it, we just need to put some action behind it.
Absolutely.
Stuff that you don't like what's going on in your local area, and you just got to step up, be a part of the process. And voting is just one thing, you know what I'm saying, but then also doing your due diligence, even learning before it's time to go vote. I think that's another thing. And we kind of just go to some people just go to the ballot, not necessarily knowing who's all on the list.
Right.
You may know a name or two, but that's something that we want to be very informed. By the time you go to the ballot, everybody about that's on the list, and you voting with a clear conscience.
Right.
So yeah, man, that's real good. But I think we've been talking about it. We did our part, right?
We did.
I think,
we did.
We pushed the issue.
We did. We pushed the issue. We put the people out there. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. We put them out there, right?
We did that.
Yeah. So people were able to make their own decisions and do a little bit more research if they needed to, or go and talk to them. And I also was talking about like they had all those forums, like the writing candidate forums, where it gave you an opportunity to go and talk to them and get some more insight, or ask more questions, or just even put your concerns out there if it wasn't fresh on their minds. They had those opportunities to do that as well. So I think definitely they put it out there. It was just up to us to grab it, right?
It's up to us to grab it, do something with it. Old man told me, man, you can be knowledgeable, people can tell you the game, they can show you the rules, but if you don't apply it, then they don't mean nothing.
Right.
So, we gave the game out there, we told you what to look for, who was faking and shaking, who made still solid, and who got a real plan.
Right.
And we brought them up on multiple different occasions to have them on a platform.
Right.
And then we seen them out there in the community doing different stuff. So now it's just up to the people. It's up to us just really kind of making that choice.
Right.
But I'm saying, this is the primaries, and
That's right.
we do got a general election coming up next.
Yeah, and we got to step it up.
Step it up.
We got to step it up. We got to make sure that we go real hard then too, right?
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So if you look at it by ward, right? First ward is running unopposed. That's Councilman Eric Mays. Councilman Eric Mays has been a strong suit in first ward for a number of years.
Right.
He's a senior council on Fli-City Council currently. The brother's he's a wealth of knowledge. You understand the charter front to back. Knows how city ordinance and local government is ran. Local branches of government. Those things are important. You gotta have that type of substance on the board. So,
right.
I've always been a good supporter of Eric. That's my brother. I've known him since I was a kid.
Yeah.
It's always been like that with him. So, that's a strong suit. We're gonna support that brother. Like as always. I think he's a shoe-in for the first.
Right.
Right. I know Tanya Tenacious Robinson.
Rising.
Okay. Yeah. Tanya Tenacious Rising. Right. What she got? It was nice to meet her and understand what's important to her as
Right.
as it relates to anything that she would like to do in that first war. We definitely appreciate folks stepping up and just trying to be a part of it. So I think she has some good ideas and things of that nature. But the write-in candidate is going to be very hard. It's going to be very tough to beat Eric in the first war.
I agree. I agree, because he's been putting it down for so long, and he's been available to the people for so long. They know that they can despite, how unorthodox he may be in some of the things that he does, he definitely cares and he is available and he makes himself available. And I think that is one of the things that stands out about him, no matter how, some people may feel about him, again, being as unorthodox as you may think that he is, for the people that stand behind him, he gets things done for them. If they call him in the middle of the night, he's answering the phone. If he doesn't have an answer, he'll get back with you. Those are some of the things that are key to some people, because there's a lot of times you can call on a lot of people and you don't get an answer, or they give you a whitewashed answer, or they give you some half-ass cockamamie, something, right, and it just makes no sense, and you just like, what the kind of, and then I respect the person that's saying, I don't know, but I'll find out for you.
All the time.
And he had said that, like a couple times to me. I don't know, but I'll find out for you. And he ended up having an answer, whether it be the answer I wanted to hear or not, it was an answer. And he got what I asked for. And so I think those are some of the things that are key with people, when you are listening and, you do those things. So I know that those people appreciate that. So again, like you said, I know it's going to be hard to beat them, especially as being a right end, right?
It's gonna be super hard. It's gonna be super hard to do that.
And that's a name that you're not gonna be able to erase. So even if you don't know anything about politics, but if Eric Mays' name is on your ballot, you 9 times out of 10 you won't check it, right? Because that's a name you know.
Yeah, no. That's kind of how that works sometimes.
Yeah.
Like I say, the brother is very attentive to the good folks in the first ward. He's very responsive. He's always caring about the needs, and he's always at the meeting. He's there to do the work, dedicated. Right. So I've always admired that about Eric. You know what I'm saying? Folks can say whatever they want to say about him.
Absolutely.
But to be honest, man, the brother really cares about the city, and he has been a part of this government or this local government for a long time.
And just at the end of the day, he really just knows his shit.
Yeah,
he just really knows. Regardless of how you feel about him, I mean, like, he is knowledgeable. He knows his stuff. He really does.
He knows this. He knows this stuff, man. It's that serious. But I always say, man, big shout out to E. Keep pushing forward. Everybody in the first ward, all the elders, the young folks, everybody holding it down out there. We will be out there for the block party. Right. For the Fli-City Street block party.
Yeah, I plugged that. I made sure that I mentioned that as well.
What time is the drop for the we didn't know the time when you were trying to say
rededication?
For the rededication.
Oh, we don't got that. We don't got the time yet.
To be determined.
But
we'll keep you posted.
Yeah, but that black party, for those who stay on Philadelphia, Pulaski, Marengo, Flint Park, Bishop. All those streets over there, Baltimore, right? Yeah, all those streets over there, man. We calling y'all out. This is about y'all. This whole little situation came about when the young lady and the young baby, they got killed over there.
Right.
And so I think he just wanted to be a response. We wanted to kind of just be in the neighborhood, try to kind of come to positivity, knock on doors, see what is the needs in the neighborhood, and that was the kind of the start of the laying groundwork for it. But from there, we was able to build relationships and continue to cultivate with those residents, working on the neighborhood block club over there, or working with the neighborhood block club on Pulaski Block. Big shout out to Brother Rodney Thomas for the Urban Peace Corp out there holding it down. And now we just really want to celebrate the positive things that we have done over the past 4 or 5 months. And so, definitely celebration.
Absolutely.
Big shout out to World Class Barbecue.
Yes.
And we'll be supplying food.
Brother Dave.
Yeah,
we appreciate you.
We really do. He's been out there for a long time. We have bounce houses as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's gonna be
DJs, 2 DJs, right?
Yeah. We're gonna have some DJs, some music, food.
Yeah.
Like we say, entertainment.
Just a good time. Just a good time for us to come out and just fellowship with each other, right? Some community fellowship. We need that.
Yeah, it's long overdue.
Definitely.
That's something. That's exactly what what we want to be about, actively impacting the neighborhoods, and then kind of maybe showcasing what came out of those conversations or those initiatives.
Right.
but then celebrate the wins too at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you have to celebrate the wins, right? Because if you don't celebrate the wins, you just feel like you're not doing nothing, right? You got to celebrate.
Like,
Even if it's a small win, you got to celebrate.
It just feel like work always.
It definitely just feel like work if you're not doing anything. No celebrating.
Find stuff you like to do and celebrate at the same time. We
Absolutely.
celebrated this weekend, so we
did.
be working hard
Yeah.
and we celebrated at the same time.
Yeah.
We had the chance to really sit down and do some real work.
Yeah.
First and foremost, have real conversations with like-minded individuals who want to see Black people rise up economically,
Absolutely.
right? In their community, mobilizing towards causes. So we had some real social equity conversations this past weekend, which I thought was real dope.
It was.
I enjoyed the whole.
It was.
Whole dive.
We had a whole day, a whole vibe.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It was a whole vibe for a whole day. It was really a mood. I enjoyed it. It was nice.
It was cool.
It was.
It was cool. To be out our element after the conversation, after the building, then we go into Rakim doing a showcase, man. The brother's a legend. Big shout out to the MC.
Man, the God MC, Rakim, yeah. It was definitely dope. You guys playing a shout out, huh?
Yeah, you should shout out.
Yeah.
He sure did. Brother Darius got his racks up.
Yeah, he did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Shout out to you, Brother Darius.
Y'all didn't get to see it. Go to our page and check it out. Check it out. It was really dope.
It was. Like she said, Rakim gave a special shout out to Flint.
Yeah.
Flint residents, and just kind of making sure that folks, just kind of really understand, like, man, he's still out here putting it down, and we ain't lost and forgotten. Everybody know about Flint, his trials and tribulations, and people still got us in their prayer.
And he still got it, huh? Because he was performing like he was still 22. He was out there getting it in.
22, right?
Yeah.
He was just moving around. And,
he definitely was getting it in.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just.
It was great to see.
Yeah, I was just amazed.
Yeah. It was great to see.
Mm-hmm.
And just I was just saying, shout out to Brother Troy Muhammad. And
shout out to Brother Troy.
Temple number 1, y'all.
Temple number 1.
Yeah.
Temple number 1.
Yeah.
Big shout out to all the brothers in NOI and Detroit. That's our stone for Michigan.
We appreciate you all.
We really do.
It was great. We thank you for the invite. It was awesome.
They just the brothers, man, they real solid brothers, man. I really respect just the whole order.
Mm-hmm.
And just how they even show it, and even how they move.
Absolutely.
Like, we move with strength. And so
yeah.
Them always been, the family, always, the brothers. They're doing some great work out there in Detroit. We always connected here.
Mm-hmm.
In Detroit is like one. So big shout out to Brother Troy. Big shout out to Freeway. Big shout out to Rakim.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who came out.
Mike Bonner. Shout out to Mike Bonner. We kicked it with him for a little while. He was great.
BB Wine.
Or it depends. He was BB Winers at first, then he turned into Morris Chester. I don't know who he had.
I came back to Morris Chester.
Listen, it was how he felt.
That was. BB, I can see the BB.
Yeah, but he said he was feeling Morris Chester. I said, oh. I said he lost about 2 feet, but all right.
I don't know, man. Morris Chestnut.
He tried it. It's okay.
Big shout out to Mike Bonner. It was funny. Mike pulled out in that truck, though, man. He was really gonna sell that truck. The brother is a car salesman too, right?
Yes, he is.
In addition to being a comedian,
he was serious about selling that truck.
I think he sold the truck.
I bet he did.
No, he slapped the for sale sign. I said, "This brother's a real hustler. Come in here and do the hosting."
Oh, he was serious.
Bring the truck that's on the showroom floor up with you. Yeah, makes sense, bro.
Yeah.
It was all around hustling.
Listen. He said, business got business tables. I got mine too. He said, I got to get in how I live.
Picked up the check.
How the second ward looking?
Second ward is actually, it's been like a toss-up with that. I think, for one, Sister Audrey Muhammad Young has been a pillar over there in the second ward, has been putting in the work for a long time. She's been putting
feet down.
Yeah, and I think that she has the capabilities and the mindset to say like, hey, we got some action items and goals that we like to do in the second ward, and then maybe to know how to carry it out, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you got Audrey Muhammad, young, right? Who was the leading, I would say maybe the leading coach. What's up, brother?
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
Pat.
How y'all doing? Y'all doing y'all thing, huh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You good, back?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just knew somebody was up in here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we got so Sister Audrey Muhammad Young. That's a solid pick. Then
Very solid.
if you look at the incumbent, Maurice Davis, I think what Maurice Davis kind of shot himself in the foot on this one. You got to take it.
Yeah, they
shoot himself in the
pissed
foot
off. They
Yeah.
pissed off at him.
I need to know what caused them to shoot himself in the foot.
Yeah, I think it's
Big one.
Was it an interview, a late interview or something?
I just think that his whole thing was not staying strong with the people, and the people who support you and put you in office is who you supposed to be supporting and representing it. And the people in the second ward don't feel that. And so when he changed his tune and started running around as a Republican in a Democratic city, it's surrounded by black folks who need some relief. And Republicans have been doing everything they can to continuous oppression by policy setting and gerrymandering and redlining and restriction this, restriction that, no spending. And that's just what Republicans do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not a benefit for black people. So, of course, him running around with Trump, him not really representing for the black culture and for the black people.
That was rough.
That really hurt his
That
so
was rough.
I think, now he took a licking and he's like, he got to come back home because, the white folks use you until they done using and misuse you. That be the problem for black people. Black people have to understand that you got to stop being used. You got to stand for something. If you don't stand for something, then you liable to go for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So when they can wave or dangle something in your face that you may prone to say like, all right, well, I want to get this, or maybe a position, or maybe a few dollars, or maybe just some information. I think, we always giving ourselves and selling ourselves short.
Mm-hmm.
Learn to be strong about it, not sell out, be solid, and stay loyal to the ones who put you there and brought you to the party, and you'll stay there a little longer.
Because what's the point of taking a carrot that's dangling in front of your face when you still don't have a seat at the table? Because you still hungry, right?
Mm-hmm.
You not eating.
No, not at all. I think it's the thing now that they didn't use you up, and then now we have to look at you for root you out. And so you put yourself in a compromising situation. And to this, I know he came and he understood and he said that he did wrong. That's the first step, Marie. So from me to you, I can tell you, what I'm saying, that's a step acknowledging wrong.
No, I ain't trying to keep y'all all on second ward. Now we're going to the third ward.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about the third ward? We got 6 more wards now. We on third.
Well, I think as it relates to the third ward, I don't know. That's been kind of tricky. So we got the incumbent is Guerrero. He's not running, so that's wide open.
All right.
AC Dumas has, I think he was talking about he had collected about 400 signatures. So if that whole weight, that's a significant number, especially in the third ward.
Definitely.
When you're looking at either 50 to 100 people coming out to vote today, that's a big number. So I mean, that's, what I'm saying. I just think that hopefully, man, we get some understanding and some support out that third ward. Like I do rock with Rich. I know Rich is a write-in candidate, and he's been out there beating up the streets, always hitting the ground. Rich is always where he needs to be. He's always actively involved in the community, working with the youth, doing basketball, running programs at Burston. So the brother is definitely active in the community. I just the write-in candidacy is super hard, and it takes a lot of finances. And we got Quincy Murphy, who, you know, Quincy has ran many races, and I have yet to see him pull it through. So, I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's, political strategy or, um, if he's able to sit in that seat, but it was something that prevents him from getting that. It's like Charles Barkley, putting up numbers, right, in the neighborhood, but you just can't get the chip. Um, and I'm just saying, I think
It's because I don't see much from him.
that's what I mean. Like,
so I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's the thing. The rest of these people, you kind of see them out there and you see their names out there. I don't really see much from him because, like, when we talked about it, it's like kind of a, oh yeah, I forgot about him type of thing because you don't see him as much as everybody else. So I don't know. Maybe that's the thing because I don't see much. I don't even see much like literature or anything out there from him. Like I don't see much from him or hear much from him.
Yeah, you ain't gonna see much.
Yeah.
I think and it's not to down Quincy because I know Quincy for a number of years. Quincy is always out there actively working in the community, at the park, doing cleanups, right? Those type of things, and that's important. I just would say this: moving forward as a city collectively, we also want to make sure that we got those folks that are in position that's competent for the skill set, or competent other skill set, other positions. So we talk about city council. We need you to be able to look at those city ordinances, look at the charter, see how you can go ahead and apply it within yourself, but then also benefit that ward. So those are the type of policies and procedures we are looking to see from our council, our city council representatives. So you have to know that to be able to sit there and be able to operate and function in that. But then also we need visionaries of the community. You don't want people just sit there and just pass stuff and vote on stuff that they don't even know nothing about. They need to do their due diligence on looking at these contracts, looking at these opportunities, looking at these grants that's coming in the city, all this money that's coming in the city. You want to be proactive on how to allocate those dollars in the ways that we see fit.
Right.
And that's what our city council should be, or the incoming city council should be looking at. That's their role, that's their job, because there's a lot of things on the table right now.
And a lot of money.
A lot of opportunity, a lot of money. So yeah, we need people to work together on that and vote that. That makes sense for the people.
Yeah. Y'all ready for this next one? Fourth ward. Which you want to go with, the incumbent or the challenger?
Well, I know when you look at the fourth ward, when you look at Kate Fields, who is incumbent, and she's been there for a number of years. But quite frankly, I just don't trust. I don't trust Kate. I don't even respect Kate. I don't respect Kate Fields whatsoever. I think more or less. I've been on the east side, coming from the south side. I've always been on the east side, and it's always looked like that. But those folks on the east side need somebody that's going to look at where they are now and create a plan and a mission for where they can be. Because the east side has always been like a melting pot. Black, white, Mexican, next over there, and like a bunch of situations over there.
Right.
So you have to look and see what type of assets we have in the fourth ward, right? And what is the need assessments? And there's a lot of blight on the state streets.
My gosh.
I'll never see her really kind of talking about those things or activating those parks over there or anything for the youth. So,
or see her out there, period.
Let alone see her out there, period. So no, we don't support Kate. We don't trust Kate, and we don't respect Kate Field at all. We stand on that. So I think she's been a disgrace for that city council, even as president. Saying some very nasty things to her colleagues.
My goodness.
And just continue to be a thorn in many people's side.
Even saying nasty things about people, about the upcoming, right? The challenges, right?
Yeah, she had the nerve to come out there during the fun day and to pick up a video camera and try to record some stuff. But what she don't realize though, they make her look real stupid.
Yeah.
Like, Kate, you look like a damn fool out there trying to record somebody and make it a scene. You folks appreciate what's going on out there at Potter Park.
Yeah, and it's disappointing to know that you are a part of that community and you don't want to see something like that going on in the community. So instead of supporting a brother and what he's doing in a community that supposedly you live in, you know, instead of supporting him, you want to down him and say he don't have the proper permits or the permission and things like that. And who gives a damn, right? As much stuff is going on. Like I'm for sure people don't have the right permits to be in to have the mess that they have going on out, you know, in their yards. Like some of those yards, like I can't believe it. They can't get in, live out the back doors or anything. But that's your community. And if you take pride in your community and you take pride in the place that you live, I don't understand why that is okay for you. And you're not harping on those things that are going on in your neighborhood, but you're harping on something good that's happening in there. That's just ass backwards to me.
Yeah, you know, she just scared. She just scared of, you know, the program that's taking place over there. She sees the energy that's taking place. And, you know, that's what people who feel threatened do. They try to derail you. They try to deter you.
And deflect, right?
Yeah, all that. To no avail.
Right.
Because we're really real.
Absolutely.
It's a day coming. It's an end of day coming for that nonsense that they've been on. You know, everybody. We got the Peace Corps in the house. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to the brothers, Brother Rodney, Brother Gino. But yeah, it's over for, you know what I'm saying, whole gang with the city council. Right. Doing the same stuff that they've been doing, I think, you know. So they really feeling like they trying to hold on to something. It's like the baby boomers always feel like they got to hold on to their time, which is the ball, which is the rock, right? Because it's slipping out their hand. Right. And to be honest, what makes yours stronger is when you start building up the next ones coming up. And you're able to hand it over.
Absolutely.
There's some continuity in this.
Right.
Bless you. Thank you. Yeah, so so that fourth ward is very important.
It is.
We was out there with Michael Dawn, who was running for fourth ward. He's a young brother, somebody that you definitely want to go ahead and check into.
We definitely support him.
And definitely want to learn this platform and see like how can we really make strides here in that fourth and beyond.
Right. All right. We'll move on to the fifth ward.
Fifth ward. What you think? So fifth ward didn't have an election today.
Yeah.
But the incumbent is Jerry Winfrey Carter.
Jerry Winfrey Carter.
And I like Jerry Winfrey Carter. She's a good sister. I think that she's been productive on city council. Right. You know, during her tenure. And so who's running against her in the fifth? I don't even know who's running against as a write-in.
There is a write-in in the fifth? Mickey, there's a write-in in the fifth?
I doubt it was really a write-in.
No,
Who's running against Jerry Winfrey Carter?
and they just had the first election.
It's Joe Shapiro.
Yeah, Joe
Shapiro. Okay. But there's no write-in candidate in there, is there?
I don't think so.
I'm not for sure. I don't remember anyone.
Unless it's him.
It's just them two running. It's just them two running, so they'll be going to the general election.
Gotcha.
So how you feel? Strong with Jerry Winfrey Carter with the fifth ward?
Strong with Jerry Winfrey Carter.
I do.
Okay. So you're gonna
fifth ward representing, that's our ward. Yeah. So we're gonna represent Jerry Winfrey Carter.
Definitely.
What about sixth ward?
Sixth ward.
Sixth ward is definitely a big important ward. I think, you know, Brother Herb Winfrey and Brother Herb Winfrey, man, is our old basketball coach, and we got a lot of history together, man. But I have been very disappointed on his activity. And I know, you know, we had a conversation about that, and I know he tried to say some type of sideline stuff. But what we have to really realize is, man, that, you know, I know some of us is exiting out the back though. You know, it's time for us to move on, but my thing is to lead is better than how I thought it. I will make sure to the last day I'm here, right? I will make sure I put in 110%, right?
But like you said, you can only support what's real.
I mean, you know, so definitely, goodbye and all that jazz. You know what I'm saying, Brother Winfrey? Don't let the door hit you on the back end. You know what I'm saying? We'll have some conversation after this for sure.
Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord spirit. That was
Yeah, man, I can't believe brother Winfrey, man. You know, man, I know neither gave you the play on the 6th ward. I understand the Lord to you, man, and that thing. You know that's just how we operate. But even in the sense of being loyal to the team, man, you always got to make sure folks is operating properly. You know, even if you ain't standing on the front end or doing the conversation or meetings, I hope you having conversations with that man on the back end. And so that's all I can say about that.
Yeah, I was just talking about.
You should be able to have it. You should be able to have it where it's needed too, right? And not just necessarily having to, snake around it, right? So you should be able to stand on it wherever you are. That's how I feel anyway. So because if I believe I stand on it, I should be able to stand on it right here and on the back end, right? So I should be able to say it to you and say, hey, like, what's up? And talk to you about it. And then if it needs to go even more in depth or whatever, then you take it to the back, right? But I just feel like you should be able to stand on it wherever you are. And so that's the issue for me with some people, Kate, all of these people, like that's the issue for me. That's the issue for me, and I just feel like if you can stand on it, and when the door is closed, you need to stand on it when the door is open as well. So because it doesn't mean anything if it's in the back, because nobody know nothing about it, right? And if you say you for this and you for that, but you can only do it when the door is shut and you standing behind it, I don't mean shit to nobody.
Yeah, I mean that is true, man. We need you to be out there when we need you. It's like a homeless man when they ask you for something to eat right then and there. You talking about let me get back with you, and there's nothing going right then and there. So I think
you say I'll get you on the way out, but then you go out the back door.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we be doing. Knowing you going out the back door.
That's what we do.
You got a couple dollars on you to spare.
You got a couple dollars. You ain't even go back and spend no dollars.
So who y'all liking to come out in the 6th ward?
Who we got running?
So we got
Tanya Burns.
And Claudia Perkins. But the thing is, 6th ward is gonna need some real true leadership, and I know Claudia Perkins has been on the front line, and she's been working as a GM representative, negotiating contracts and deals like that. So she has that adaptability and she has that fight in her, and I think that's what they're gonna need. They're gonna need some advocacy, but then also some building, right? Some strategic planning, to take place. 6th ward has always been kind of upkept, with my park and none of the Chevrolets and all those. So you got a strong base here,
right?
And so what I see is them is just really kind of strengthening that base. So Claudia has been a major force, and she's always been a member of the community.
She been putting some work in.
She been putting in some good work in.
She been fun day the shit out of us.
Yeah,
she a fun day. I love it. And she's not only just been, like right there in the war, she's been all over.
Right.
She has been all over with the fun day. She's making sure everybody is a part of it. She's not just, staying in what I really loved about it is that they were so unified in her and Sister Muhammad. Oh my goodness, they were so unified in doing that, Brother Rich and even Eric Mays coming out and spending the day with them when they were doing those things, and they were just so unified in doing that, and it was really beautiful to see, so hopefully they'll keep that same energy going forward when they're sitting in the council seat, right? And they continue to be unified like that, because it's really good to see. And today when I was watching and Liddell Lewis and Sister Muhammad and Claudia, they were all out there together, and they were in Liddell's war, and that was beautiful to see. I just really appreciate seeing that unity, because that is a lot of what we're lacking, is that unity.
Yeah, I love seeing that. I love seeing them move like that.
Yeah.
Us and numbers like they've been moving.
Yeah.
So yeah, we definitely support and rocking with her. Tanya Burns, I know she out there running, man, but my thing is just with Tanya, let's stand on principles, and you gotta have strong qualities of character, right? I have not seen that from Tanya Burns. I have not seen a true state of quality character, just based on my dealings and direct activity with it, right?
Okay.
And then a lot of times, a lot of my people in the 6th ward are really like kind of turned off by her kind of running out there chasing with the camera and running up on folks who've been slain in the street, and they people out there, they don't like that. And I think that's something that we really.
It's kind of crass.
Yeah, we don't do that type of stuff, man. It's a real sentimental type of thing.
It's crass.
It's ways of going about things to get results. And a lot of stuff don't have to be on camera.
So how y'all feel about Chris Del Maroney up in there? Cause ain't he running for 6th Ward, the one?
Who's that?
Chris Del Maroney, am I saying his name right?
Yeah, he be on council a lot.
Yeah, he running for 6th Ward too.
Oh,
I just want to leave nobody out.
right.
I don't even know who that is.
Okay.
I don't
About
know.
that
So
one.
I,
What about 7th Ward then? If we don't skip, we go to 7th Ward.
I didn't know that one. So with this same thing with the situation, like with people, like character play a part. And if you don't got the right type of character, and you supposed to be in a leadership position, like people ain't gonna take you serious. You know what I'm saying? That be the thing. Like, a lot of times folks have to know, they have to realize, like, can we bet on this person or can we not?
Right.
And a lot of these people that we be seeing out here running these campaigns and running these elections, they continue to be out here and they don't carry that type of quality character. And so it's kind of hard for us to get behind.
right.
And so that be a lot of the issues. And I know with Tanya Burns, that was something that we had to stand on. And I think she knows that. So, but yeah, like 7th Ward, we definitely have Monica Galloway, who is the incumbent. You have Keisha Terrell, who's right in, but then you also have I want to say another
Shannon Searcy.
Shannon Searcy, yeah. Shannon Searcy.
Yeah,
So
the other lady, man.
I think Monica has been very astute to the finances of the council, and I have to give it to her. I know sometimes people feel like she may shake and fake, and she may flip flop or this and that. But I do say a quality trait from her is how she handled the finances, and I think that's a quality trait that we're gonna need on the board. So
Yeah.
And I have all my dealings with Councilwoman Galloway has been productive, to say the least. So I haven't had any bad encounters with her at all. So,
Okay. I think that's gonna be the an issue and the trouble for Miss Keisha.
Yeah, for
Keisha Terrell.
mm-hmm.
Going forward. Because again, it's kind of like I can't put her in the same caliber as Maze, but it's kind of like that, right? Her name is like one of those things, like you always hear it or you see it. So if you see it on the ballot, that's the one you're gonna pick, right?
Galloway. Oh yeah. You go, yeah.
So it's just it's like one of those. It's kind of like one of those things too. Not saying that Keisha Terrell hasn't been putting her work in, whatever, but she's been having some struggles, even just being a write-in because, according to her and how that even went about, she wasn't supposed to be a write-in because she had all of the paperwork and all the necessary documentation and everything and the petitions and signatures that she needed. And, they kind of gave her the business and, gut punched her a little bit. And so she became a write-in. So, that's hard, right? Being a write-in, that's hard.
That's a hard campaign.
Yeah.
But when you look at some of these
But not
awards,
impossible.
when you look at
Definitely
some
not
of these
impossible.
awards, the reason why it's a hard campaign is because you're not on the ballot and then your name has to be spelled correctly. It's just all those different pieces that go into it.
Yeah.
So if it's one thing out of whack, that's a lost vote.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not impossible. And with the low turnouts that's been taking place, I've been looking at them all throughout the city.
Yeah.
I don't see, if you can get you a good amount of write-ins, that might put you in a good position.
Yeah, like I said, it's hard, but it's not impossible, not at all. Isn't that how the mayor wasn't he a write-in?
No, that's
What?
COVID.
What? Over here with that. Your first day
I've been vaccinated, both shots.
Well, then you the problem. You're the problem. That's what they said. They said y'all the problem.
Godly.
Oh,
I done killed this up.
Oh, God. Thanks a lot, man.
I done killed this.
Damn.
I done killed this. God.
Thanks a
If you
lot.
don't
Well,
check
check
this
this out.
out, make you
Oh,
strong.
Well, listen, Duane, Y'all introduce our special guest for the last 10 minutes of the show. Go on up there. Go on, bring the super spreader
Wait,
up
give
there.
him a mask. Hold on.
Bring the super
No,
spreader
you
in.
ain't. Oh my God, you gonna get good punch.
Bring the super spreader in. Bring the super spreader.
Hey, Gina.
It's a joy though to see
Okay,
you.
now.
You know that, right?
Say again?
I said it's definitely a joy to see you up here.
Well, I'm really happy to be back. You know, I've been dealing with some medical issues and some family attention that I really need to, deal with. But other than that, I've been doing pretty good. Still dealing with the combat claim. I just combined, me and another company just combined together. So I started back work today on doing the detailing. And,
All right.
so and I still got a few other things, in play. Got a new house, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm working on
Moving and grooving.
I'm definitely moving and grooving.
All right.
Well, now we got the pleasantries out the way.
Yeah.
We at Ward 8 now.
Ward 8.
Ward 8. We got Griggs. We got Thomas Ross.
Man, Griggs can go to hell too. I think this is the thing with Griggs.
Straight to hell.
Griggs is just out of line and crazy. Like, y'all know, I try to be very respectful of everything.
Yeah, but he been cutting up.
But he is definitely a real joking clown.
Oh my goodness.
If you don't be serious and get that man out the way, we're gonna continue to have him rough up there acting a goddamn fool. I think
Agreed.
for us, man, we definitely been rocking with the young brother Thomas Ross.
Thomas Ross.
See, the reason why I say, like, you gotta have different visions and different people up there that's gonna bring different stuff to the table.
Right.
See, we've seen what we had with the city council now. We've already experienced that. We know what they look like. Like, if we still want that, then let's keep voting for that, right?
Or don't vote and let them be there.
They just don't vote and don't even show up and still be getting hit with the same nonsense.
Yeah.
So you gotta do something. But we gotta make a change regardless. Just think if we made a change in all those awards that we talked about with different people, right? Who's willing to come to the table and saying, like, hey, listen, let's right this vote. Let's get this shit going the right way.
Right.
Let's start putting some foundation to this and start moving like that. Like, we ain't voting in cliques just because it's clicky. We're really voting on the issue because it makes sense.
Right.
Simple, right? So that's where we have to be. And when you got folks like Griggs up there, Griggs don't care about what's going on in the second ward, third ward, fourth ward, fifth ward, which, it shouldn't matter because that's not where his constituent base is. But when you look at it from my colleagues, it's like, all right, well, I'm sitting at the table with these folks. Yeah, I represent for this area and this group of people. But at the same time, I know that my decisions for my constituents is going to impact this constituents that's in the next ward over, next ward down, right? So we got to be looking at it like that. And Griggs is just like, he just
a piece of work.
He lying about endorsements and all this other stuff, and putting UAW bugs on stuff. They ain't even gave him the endorsement, right? So how we gonna trust you, Griggs, and you up there doing that type of stuff? And you ain't even keeping it real with that. And first of all, we don't even know if you stayed in the 8th ward. I thought you stayed in the 6th somewhere. These be the questions.
I was gonna get on that, but I'm glad you said it because I'm like, is that really where he's staying? Because that's not what's being said.
Griggs, send your ID into the show. Send your
matter of fact, no, don't send it. Come in here. Let me see it because I want to know if it's fake or not.
Man.
No, come in here.
With your funky ass up here.
Come on Monday. Come on the Monday drop. No, because I need to see it. Let me touch it because I don't trust that.
The one. The one.
He
I'm gonna ban myself. You want smoke?
It's okay. You can have that stuff on it, but listen. Let me not say it like I don't want no smoke, because I'll take the smoke. I don't be tripping. I don't trip.
Where the bread and breakfast at? Where
we haven't got to the 9th ward yet. You quit.
No, you can't quit.
Look at K Fields leaving. He got a little K and E in him. He about to leave out.
Oh,
he got to his part of what Wanda did. He checking out.
Right. You want to say.
Listen,
so how do you feel about the people leaving work early?
Well, I was once told that if you come early, you're on time. If you come late, if you come on time, you're late. And if you come late, you don't really want the job.
Point of information.
Came late
Point of
today.
Point of information. So,
Them goofy
what if you got your job duties done and before the time allotted?
Then that means it's time for us to move even faster and process the new things on the table so that we can get.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
That's what it is.
That's
what it is.
That's extra
like
time.
a true supervisor.
That's extra time.
So then
If you got time to lean, you got time to clean.
Ass and
That's the same
elbows.
thing.
Ass and
That's right. Mike, you
elbows.
know what?
We did not like the team.
That's why we've been losing. We've been missing the structure.
Well, hopefully whatever I can bring to the table will be something that'll advance the platform into becoming more of what it already is, you know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Something that's for us, you know what I'm saying, for the people so that we can have a voice, you know, to speak out against the issues and the situations that's causing us trouble and strife within our own communities, you know. So once we put our heads together, you know, we can do something. It ain't true that, you know, black people don't work hard, you know.
Come on now.
I know we work hard, you know, there's a lot of good people here in Flint, you know what I'm saying, and they're trying to do a lot of things to bring the neighborhoods and communities back together so that we can have a unified force against that which brings us trouble and strife.
You need to take more breaks. You come back, you came back legs and folks.
Okay.
Take more breaks. The past 2 weeks, we need to keep going, right? Get back in, man.
So now I'll give Thomas Ross a highlight since we done went on.
And big shout out to Tommy Ross.
Right.
Man. I definitely
Thomas
give him,
Ross.
he a team player, man.
He is.
He's definitely looking to try to change some things in the 8th. I know it's a predominantly white area over there, but you know, he got a lot of support. Regardless, white, black, and everything, I think they love Tommy. Tommy is a real good brother over there. You get much more than Griggs out here. But yeah, I think you know, when he came in, he was talking with the right sense. He didn't want to bash nobody. You leave all the bash into other people.
What about them? Fight for running in
I
that?
don't even want to bash people. Let me be clear too, because when I be saying stuff, I know I be saying some stuff sometimes, but it's not like I be trying to bash folks. That's never that, right? Let's be clear. The thing is, sometimes you just talk about it from a factual standpoint. It may come off a little road, right?
Well, you know, the truth don't need no explanation, and if it's based on facts, then, you know, a person need to deal with it.
So we finna skip Ward 9 then, basically.
We ain't got nine is just a. We hope Stephen Barber is strong enough in the right end.
Steve Barber. Remember, he dropped the N, so it's easier for folks. Steve
Barber. Eva.
Talk nice, use the nice words.
What do they call her?
Worthless, but I mean, we're gonna use the nice words.
Well, we not use nice words with.
We're gonna give her, that's her nickname, Eva Worthless.
I gotta be honest, man.
We gonna keep it like that. Eva Worthless.
Eva need her teaching license disabled. She needs to taken away.
Disabled.
I don't, right.
For real.
I said that is a disabled. They do need to. We need to void out that contract that she got because I don't just see her being a bright spot for our youth.
She a mess too.
I would never send my child to her class at all. Right? She needs to come to our class. She needs to be drop squad. Just so that way she understands the culture that she's trying to be a part of.
That's 5.
So
I'm on my height. One more sound, 5.
So I think, you know, the knife is a toss up too.
We didn't have
as
no
well.
sound earlier. Zip it.
It was a problem. So black people mess up.
We even.
Black people mess up.
You know, the thing of insanity is doing the same thing expecting a different result.
Exactly.
So whatever we do, right, we want to make sure we die. We don't want to hear no sound.
Right.
You know, before we get off the air, I just want to take the opportunity, man, to really give a shout out to a couple people that's really been, you know, helping me through some troubled times these past few weeks or actually few months. And, you know, amongst the staff here and, you know, we all know that they've always been a supportive group. But I've also wanted to give a shout out to my brother, Gene Summers. You know, he's really been there, you know, and I like to give a shout out, man, to SG1. That person know who they is. And I also like to give a, you know, a lovely shout out to my wife. You know, she's been going through some situations and stuff, and I hope that maybe, you know, she can get her you know, whatever it is, this elder, she can fix it. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a very good woman, and you know, she needs some, you know, some love and thought. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, Gloria.
Let's wrap our arms around Gloria.
Yeah, she's going through some troubled times right now. She needs all the support she can get.
We're gonna wrap our arms around her.
Thank you. Big shout out. What the heck, man? Big shout out to all our people out there, man. As always supporting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like we don't say it enough. We do appreciate all our people out there that do be supporting. And like Brother Gino said, this is definitely a family. It's a family function. It's a family group. Our thing is really like one fall, we all fall, and you know, we all lift each other up. Every time we look down, we lift each other up. So, and we have a good time with each other. So, I know y'all might hear a lot of stuff behind the scenes, back and forth. We may be laughing and taking shots at each other and just joking, but it's all love. So, we'll do nothing else but laugh and have a good time. So, I just be appreciative of the people that you be having around. You know what I'm saying? Because we as good as we got. We as good as our group is. And so we can continue to iron, sharpen iron, and be the best that we can be. And we're going to get some positive results.
Absolutely.
And
Brother Don.
before y'all quit, I got
to be on the air. You got Brother Michael Dawn on the air. Should we answer it?
I don't know.
answer it. Shit, answer it. I wish Jalil a call.
What's going on, brother?
My bad to call you back to back, but I'm over here pulled up at the watch party. I saw a sheriff put a young black kid over the BMW, so walked down here to keep an eye on him. I didn't know somebody's down the phone with.
Oh, okay, brother Mike is out there on Peace Corps work.
Peace Corps
He
work.
doing it
Live and in action.
See,
You know what I'm saying? Making everybody accountable and responsible for their own actions. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You know, everybody ain't trying to do the right thing. The ones that are need to have that focus put on them so that we can keep it, you know, where it's supposed to be.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
So you all good out there, Mike?
Yeah, we good. He put the boy in handcuffs, put him in the car. He checking the car now. It's just a one-way cop, and then the boy by himself. I didn't think he had nobody on the phone with him or nothing.
It's good you out there watching. See how we always gotta be watching each other crutch. You know?
Absolutely.
So yeah, you on point, man. We on air right now, so we got you live in the air in the studio.
Oh yeah.
How that campaign going out there? How the campaign going out there?
It's going pretty good, man. I'm about to get ready to do a report on it right now.
Oh, okay. See,
How was the turnout, Mike? Did you start getting more people in?
I tried my best, so we're gonna have to wait and see what them numbers looking like because I was circling around from 5 different polls just to try to keep a head count on everybody that was coming in. Every time I left, I had somebody or 2 people at a site, and then say about 10 or 15 cars came up. So try to keep count off that, but it's still a low count, probably like in the low 100 range. So
there's a low turnout all around the city, bro.
oh yeah, like them absentees was gonna make a difference. They had I had Ebony down there. She said they had 1,500 total.
Absentee, just 1,500 total?
Yeah, for all the wards, all through 9 wards, and I don't know how they were divided, but yeah.
I told y'all the 7 got a lot. The 7 ward got a lot, and then the 8 ward got a lot. I think they probably.
That man, it was a young brother by himself. And a BMW. Gotta keep an eye on that. You see how he's searching that car? He's searching the hell out of it. He wanna find something.
Yeah, that's when you go plant a gun on a police officer and get them down. See, we gotta be 2 steps ahead of them.
For real, he taking a van like 3 times.
Yeah.
Trying to just stolen or something. Young dude, he got to be like 17, 18, younger than me. And the sheriff. Right now, they playing.
Okay. All right. Keep a line on them. We about to close out the segment on the show. But we okay. Sound like the young brother got away.
Somebody did run.
Right.
Run.
745, but
Bad. Come on.
2020.
Y'all got some parting shots. What's parting shot? You want to start with you or start with
Go ahead, G. You know me started.
Start your party sharp, brother Gino.
Love, peace, and soul.
There you go, baby. There you go, baby. Right there. That part.
Yeah, but
Peace, love, and light. Y'all remember
That one
to make sure that you continue to love on people. Be blessed and be a blessing, right? We can't just be out here and be blessed and not spread that out. So we got to make sure that we are giving out that same energy we want back, right? So when you give it out to the universe, the universe gives it back to you 10 times. So make sure that you're giving out what you want to receive, even if it's nothing but a smile or, hey, how you doing? Just make sure that you're doing that. That little bit of light shed could brighten somebody's day, because you never know what somebody is going through. You never know what their issue was. They might not have seen anybody say anything to them for days, and that one, hey, how you doing, could just be the thing that keep them from walking out in front of a bus. You never know. So make sure you continue to spread all that love and spread all that light. No matter how you feeling or what you're feeling, you just got to continue to be what you want to receive.
No, that's beautiful. Definitely, man. Just sending a special shout out to the Fli-City family. Dr. Makuo Fli-City transitioned the other day, man, while he was in Egypt on the trip, man. So it's crazy because Dr. A.C.G. Hilliard did the same thing. He went to Egypt and transitioned 11, 12 years ago. So them kings be going back to the ancient Kemet, the area where they be studying it and be transitioning to the ancestry realm over there. That's powerful.
Really?
That is a blessing.
I'll be like, what? Like, you did all this work over here, and you did work over there, and study.
Go home.
You go home. It's like,
Go home and go home.
Wow.
In Islam, they say Rao Yazum, from Allah or from the God we come, and to Him we must return. So
Come on,
I tell a lot of people, that when we make that transition, it should be more of the celebration of the spirit and the memory of the person, and not so much of the mourning. In a lot of different cultures and faith, they give you a 3-day mourning period, even though you can't tell a person, how long they need to mourn, but life goes on. You know what I'm saying? And the world is going to continue to revolve. And it's going to continue to evolve. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to stop moving just because you have some things that you need to deal with. You gotta just hold on, and if you fall off, just jump back on and ride it. You know what I'm saying? That's how it happens.
I think that's real put. It's like everybody gonna die. One day everybody.
The only thing you promise, that once you hear that you're going, the expiration date is cool,
because that's when you want to be here all the time. The thing is, you get a certain time to make impact while you're here, and leave whatever legacy that you're gonna leave. And then you transition, right? Our spirit never dies.
Absolutely.
So that'd be the powerful thing about the body. The temple gonna die out.
That's right.
But the spirit never dies. So they still all around.
It's just a host for your time here.
Well, y'all
temporary state.
Y'all hitting on all cylinders, man.
Just your temporary state.
Hitting on all cylinders.
It's just a stepping stone to another level, of existence. Of existence.
Wow. Come on, now.
Absolutely.
Come on now. That's heavy.
So you should never be scared. Never be afraid to die. Never be afraid to. I even have these conversations with my children. It's like I think we enjoy the time that we got. You never know how you can be lived till you're old and you might die young again. You never know. I think it's just every day you just appreciate all the time.
Most people fear that particular transition because either they feel that they're lacking in their accomplishments in this life. So they tend to hold on to the worldly life and some of the expectations and responsibilities and the many different hats, that we wear in this life. So a lot of times that fear comes from the inability to accept the accomplishments or the status that you hold, not just within your community or in the world, but within your own self, your own heart, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of people have that low self-esteem when they don't reach that particular pinnacle or that particular place that they want to be in life. So they fear that ending.
They ever did enough.
But you have to remember that we all have a time, a reason, and a season, right? And we don't know what the time is, where the season is, or what the reason is, right? But it's always that, and you just have to. And when those people that we love go on and they transition, we have to celebrate all the time that we have. So it should be a celebration, right? That we got to experience them.
That's why it's important to put that into, in the action, you know what I'm saying, while you have this small allotted time, because, our time and understanding perception of what time is not even comprehensible on the what time really is in the existence of the person that has created all this, this wonder in the world, you know what I'm saying? Our time is, not consistent with his time, or, his time is different, you know what I'm saying? We just here.
We on this westernized time. This ain't,
That's right.
the clock ain't even real.
Right.
We on that dash. We on that dash.
We all watered down.
It's like a temporary illusion to what reality really is.
It's important to get
temporary illusion. Wow, man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful, guys. Y'all got problem.
Yeah, so that was it goes to the city belt. I'm sorry, I haven't sleeping at all. Big shout out to the family.
Sleep when you're gone, when you're transition. Right now we got too much work.
Right. So big shout out to the family. Big shout out to Dr. Anthony Browder, man. I guess when I was thinking about Dr. Rashida, thinking about Dr. Anthony Browder, thinking about Mr. Yield Deloney, thinking about James Moore. I think about all the brothers, man, that really be still out here working, putting it down, and making sure that we got some type of energy or some type of understanding and knowledge base behind us. And so I'm just thankful for them.
Absolutely.
They do it on their own accord. They go out there and they study and research. I think they've probably been over there over 50 times to be excavating over there in Egypt and in tombs of High Priest Raka Kamung and getting treasures and going back and doing and finding different pieces. Like, that's amazing.
I actually had the pleasure to go to Egypt, but at the time I was in the military, I wasn't able to, enjoy, the culture and, the country, how many people get an opportunity to when they do vacations and stuff like that. I was protecting the world.
But you still got a chance to go.
Absolutely. I seen the pyramids, and I seen a couple other things, but it's more so duty than anything else.
Wow.
We definitely have to.
A lot of people got to do that.
Right.
And we should give a shout out to all our U.S. vets, because they do a hard job. You know what I'm saying? They really make it possible.
I'm finna cut the show off now, goddamn. You brought the U.S. vets in. I'm about to leave it down. That's what we fuck. Gino, you was doing good till you brought that shit up here.
Somebody got to do the hard
I was with you right up until then. Don't you take no more time off. You been there long so long. We got to end the show, goddamn. That's
somebody got to do the hard
That's it. You went over there. We ain't gonna get off the next. We don't want to blow up nobody. Talking about invading other people's countries.
All right. So
we went over there invading another man's country.
With that being said, we gotta make sure that we are
You lost me, brother.
giving them flowers while they're still here.
Yeah.
There you go.
So we have to make sure that we do that as well. So
Block party this Saturday.
block party this Saturday.
Block party this
All
Saturday.
right,
You
then.
got the block.
Starting at 2. Starting at 2.
You gonna stand
No,
up?
I ain't good on camera, man.
Oh, yeah, good on camera.
I like to play
Starting
back.
at 2.
I can't.
Starting at 2.
On the corner of Pulaski and Saginaw.
Yeah.
We'll start at 2.
Where it all started at, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm gonna end this with this. The only reason Maurice Davis Mike don't get it, he needed me as his campaign manager.
Oh my goodness.
We out.
That's right.